Got it. All right. So again, I'm super excited. This is Facebook Party Training with Miss Sarah Avery.
Hey guys, so I don't know what all you guys really want to know. So pretty much I'd like to know what you guys want to learn. I have had a few of you get me some questions and ask certain things. One of them was, how do you get customers' attention? Like after they comment on different things or you're trying to get a hold of them. Usually what I try to do right away is, since I'm not friends with all of them, and that's how Facebook works. You have to be friends with them in order to actually message them or tag them. I sometimes get a hold of the hostess and have them get a hold of them, especially if they won something. So that's a big thing. Otherwise, I will comment underneath saying, I am sending you a PM. So that way they can watch for it. Otherwise, if you send them a message, they're not going to know that's sitting there, because if you're not friends with them, it's not going to necessarily alert them. So they won't know. So that's a big one. Like I said, I don't know what you guys want to know. I just kind of go with the flow and just kind of do it. So if you guys have questions, that's going to be the biggest part of this, is asking me what you want to know.
So they want to know the flow. So like you've been posting in the Facebook party,
yes,
a lot. They want to know the flow and how you get the interaction, how long you do it, all the little details.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.
No, I typically do a party for 2 weeks. The reason I do that is because most people get paid bi-weekly. So then it's covering 2 pay periods. And it tends to be better sales then, because otherwise you've got people saying, oh, I don't get paid till next week, so I can't order. So usually that's what I do. And something I also do is I always start on a Saturday, and I always say I'm going to end on a Thursday. So it'd be the 2 weeks. So I'm going to say I'm going to end on Thursday. And then all of a sudden Thursday, I'll post in the morning and say, hey, just a reminder, we're closing at 5 p.m. tonight. And people panic. And people go, oh no, I forgot. So they'll start putting orders in super fast. Well, then what you do at 4 o'clock, you say, hey, I just talked to the hostess. We're extending the party till tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And then that gives everybody that extra day. So you get your last minute ones, and then you also are reminding them, hey, you know, I know you've been busy, so I'm going to give you an extra day and you can get your orders in. Most of my Facebook parties have probably never been under 500. My highest one was 1,400 for a Facebook party. And that's all I pretty much do. In 2.5 years, I've only had 5 in-home parties. Otherwise, they've all been Facebook or online sales. Another thing I always do is the first day, I'm pretty laid back. So that Saturday, I'm going to be really laid back. All I'm going to really do is a roll call drawing. I post any of the roll call things you can find on Facebook. I think it's the Facebook, was it my Tupperware Facebook parties? I think that's what it's called. They've got roll call drawing ideas. Otherwise, I use Pinterest and find different ones. But every person that answers, I make sure to comment back to them. Whether it's a meme or say I'm asking what their favorite piece of Tupperware is. Well, if it's something that no longer exists, I'll say, ooh, hey, you better check this out. So I have them look at that. But I make sure to comment to every single person so nobody feels left out. And then what I do is everybody that has checked in, I do a drawing. I do 3 drawings throughout my party. I do one, which is the roll call drawing. I will do one the first week, and then I do one on that last Wednesday. Usually what I do is 2 $5 gift certificates and 1 $10 gift certificate that have to be used during that party. Because then what they do is they order $30, $40, $50 worth. They always order more. And if they have to use it during the party, the hostess is taking advantage of that then too. She's getting those bonuses too. I have notes, so bear with me. Let's see. I don't do point drawings or the point systems like a lot of people do. I know somebody asked me that today. I think it was Angie asked about the points drawings. I don't do that because there are times I have 2, 3 Facebook parties going at a time. Plus on top of that, life happens. And so I don't have the time to keep track of, oh, this one has 4 points. This one has 6 points. This one, I don't play that game. So instead, I do the basic word scrambles, guess how many of this is in this product, simple little things, or I'll just do something fun. Like I have a snowman game that they have to give a name of a song, and the second person that posts has to have a word from that first title of the song in their title, and it just kind of parachutes off of that. But then everybody that plays goes in a drawing. And then I have a free app on my phone that's called Draw Names from a Hat. And that, it's a blast. You punch in their names and then you shake your phone and it draws a name from a hat and it's got confetti coming down and you can screenshot it and you can post it. So that way it shows what time and it shows what the name is. And everybody thinks that's a lot of fun. And I have fun shaking my phone, so that's always fun. But I always also do a game to help build those hostess sales. And I don't know if you followed the Facebook event or not, but I always do the Pop the Bubble or the Fill a That's a Bowl. So that way, as it builds sales, then there's also a bonus. So anybody that orders goes in for those bonus items or that raffle. And that's a raffle I won't do until the party's completely closed. And it may be a day or two after I actually close with the hostess, just because I want to make sure I've got all the information right and everything. And I'll go back on and I'll say, hey, we got to do one more drawing. And that's when I'll do that. The second day that I do the party, which would be that Sunday, I literally blow up their phone. It is every hour that I am posting on their Facebook. And what I do is, Michelle, actually, when I first did my first in-home party, I was scared to death. And she always did a top 10 favorite. So I actually do that on Facebook. I will go through and do my top 10 favorite Tupperware products. And I know everybody's are different, that's what makes it fun. And then I also always pick 4 or 5 of our premium products that I talk about also. And I don't go live because I am way out of my comfort zone right now. So I don't do the live thing.
So look, you're out of your comfort zone. So now maybe one live.
It's not happening.
But you're doing so good.
No, I can't do live. Sorry. No.
What's your favorite drink?
I'm doing really good right now. I haven't swore once.
No,
So
you're doing fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
I'm doing good. Anyway, all right. Let's see what else I had written down. Let's see. And then after that, so that's
Can I ask, Sarah?
Yes.
Can I ask a question quick? For
Yes,
your top
please.
10, are you posting each one every hour then on
Yes,
Sunday?
Yes,
Just to
I
clarify.
am.
Okay.
Yeah. And every once, once it gets towards the end of the night, or say, I'll put on there, I'll go, oops, sorry, had to run and get groceries. Or, laundry happens, had to go through a load and missed the last one, here's 2 in a row. And people get a kick out of that. They're like, oh, yep, she's multitasking. So they think they'll laugh. They think it's funny. But no, towards the end of the night, I'll really start rocking it and really loading them up just because I want to go to bed at some point, because you're talking 10 hours. With your top 10, plus if you're throwing some premium products in. But then come like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those work days, you don't want to overwhelm them because people are busy. So I usually try to post something in the morning and something at night. My morning one is kind of like I was doing on the Facebook event, and all it is something small saying, hey, good morning, how you doing? And if you noticed when I was doing that, a bunch of you would pop in just to check it out. Or just say, hey, or to like it. And that just kind of reminds people to come back to the party and don't forget that it's there. But then at night, I'll usually post, a tip or a trick or a recipe or, something like that. Thursday, I tend to do Thirsty Thursdays, and I post drink ideas using our products, and people get a kick out of that. And I start out with like cold brew, and then work into stuff a little bit stronger, like the margaritas or a Bloody Mary towards the evening. And I'll post stuff like that with the different products. So, and that's something that they enjoy too. And they giggle and they have fun with that one. The weekend, then again, I'll kind of start hitting them a little bit harder, Not like I did that first Sunday, but I will hit them a little bit harder with stuff. And then the following week again, it'll just kind of slow down and taper off a little bit. And we'll kind of start closing it up. Usually the last things I say to them, there's a couple things. One, I will always put I'm not sure where I found it, but it says just married, and it's got 2 that's a bowls, and it explains about, marrying the lids to the bowl or the seals to the bowls. And so I post that, and then I always post, hey, your fun doesn't have to stop now. If you want to join my VIP page, comment below. Our hostess would be glad to add you to it. And usually I get anywhere from 4 to 10 off of that want to be added. But like your personality is what needs to come across in your posts. Don't be afraid to be goofy. Don't be afraid to look stupid and dumb. Or have fun. I post some really wacky stuff, but you know what? People like it because I'm me. That's me every day. Some of the posts you guys saw on those events, those are me. I told Heidi, I said, I don't know what you guys are going to get today. It could be very entertaining because this is not me. This is out of my box, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see what happens. All else fails, you guys get entertainment for the evening. So, but
You're doing great.
Thank you. But otherwise, it's like I said, a lot of it is the more they see your personality and the real you, the more they're going to want to have parties with you, especially if you're willing to just have fun and be goofy. And it can come across, like I said, it can come across in your posts. You don't have to go live. If like you're like me and you're a chicken, you don't have to go live. It works. It still works. So, and I'll post things, goofy things about my kids, like hopefully soccer season will start. And when it does, I'll say, hey, I'm really busy here. Sorry, you guys are going to have to wait till tomorrow to see anything. And I'll take a picture of the soccer field and post it. So yes, Michelle.
I just wanted you to share with them a little bit about how you take orders. Do you encourage them to order online? Do you encourage them to go through the hostess, place it through you? And then how do you take payments? Okay,
so I encourage them to message me their orders. I try to eliminate the hostess having to do a lot. Just because Facebook parties are supposed to be laid back and easy. So I try to encourage them to message me their orders or use the Tupper Connect. Tupper Connect is wonderful, especially now that you don't have to have the minimum before it goes towards the party. But messaging me their orders is great too. And then what I do is I do PayPal, credit card, or I can do the Messenger Pay. And it works really slick. People love it. And I do have ones, I don't want to send you my credit card information through Messenger or whatever. And I'll say, fine, here's my cell phone number if you want to text it to me. And then as soon as it's done, I put it in the computer and it's working, I'll shoot them a text saying, it worked, you're good, I'm deleting your information. That way they know I've deleted it. I also send them that message on Messenger saying, okay, thank you, I have it documented, I'm deleting it now. And they really appreciate that too. That way they know it's not out there in la la land somewhere. So, but like I said, I try to eliminate the hostess having to do a whole lot. Cause I guess my feeling is it's her party. She's getting the freebies, but it's also my party, and how the party goes reflects on me. So the less she has to do, the more she's going to encourage her friends to have the parties, especially the Facebook parties. Because if they don't have to do anything, they're going to be like, oh, heck yeah, it was the easiest party ever. So, and actually the last party I had, I got 4 Facebook party bookings off of it because she was like, it is so easy, which now they were all supposed to be this month and they all postponed, but that's beside the point.
I was just going to ask, so what do you do in order to encourage dating off of your Facebook parties?
I'm not above harassing.
Sure.
But also if people seem interested, or like say the MicroPro girl, they're going crazy over it. I'll say, you could get this. And well, I don't want to have a party. I don't want people at my house. Okay, fine. Sit back, watch this Facebook party and see how it works and see if it works for you. And then usually they'll come around and they'll want to do it. The biggest thing is also making sure that you post, hey, host it, so, well, how'd you do with your party? Did you enjoy it? How easy was it? And get them to be the ones that go, oh my gosh, this was super easy.
Okay.
And then because it's their friends, they know their friends.
Mm-hmm.
They know what to say.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you.
Yep.
What question do you guys have? Right. You have Sarah. Like I had to talk to Sarah. You have her. Ask her questions.
I'm not going anywhere right now.
Right. And she hasn't sworn yet. So ask her questions.
Good.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you send out like a regular host packet to your host then, or just everything's online?
I ask them. I just flat out ask them, do you want real catalogs or would you rather just keep it all online? A lot of them will say, oh heck, just put the catalog links online. I don't need a real catalog, which saves me money. So that's nice. But I give them the option. If they want one, of course I'll give them one. Anybody else?
Okay, I have a question. First, I feel like we're soul sisters if you have a swearing issue.
You have no idea.
We could be besties.
I do daycare during the day.
Do not encourage each other.
I have multiple personalities. So during the day, I'm little Miss Nice Little Sarah, and at night, no, it's bad. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Good. I think we'd have a good time.
I think we could be triplets.
Hey, awesome. Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, dear Lord.
Sorry, you better add me to that bunch.
Hey, I have a question. Stop talking. Okay, I know, and I started it. So I got on a little bit late. Do you do events or groups?
I do events.
Okay. How do you remember to post all the time?
How do I what?
How do you remember to post all the time, or have you just trained yourself?
I've trained my brain.
Okay.
I've just trained my brain. Yeah.
That's what I've done. That's what I had been doing, and I tried groups this time. I have like 4 of them right now, and like I'm just not sure I'm not sure the best route, but I have a ton of, like, my one group has 40 people. Christ, yeah. I've never had 40 people before.
No, I've found, because I did both at the very beginning, but I found groups are super hard for people to find.
That was always my concern.
Yes, events are easy for them to find.
Okay.
So yeah, and it seems like groups, when you post, kind of get lost in the, the news feeds and stuff, where events, they can turn on their notifications, turn on, so that makes a big difference. I think they tend to pay more attention to that because, I mean, the amount of amount of things that pop up on Facebook constantly with groups is overwhelming sometimes.
I agree. And it hasn't been a bad test, I guess, but it's just interesting. It's a different route. And then my second question is yes. So you are doing events, there are people. How do you make sure other people have seen the event? Has that typically been a problem in the past?
I have the hostess actually message each individual that say they're going and harass them. Okay.
What if they got invited and they never even saw, you can go in and look and they've never even seen the event technically?
If the hostess knows they're interested, then they should reach out.
Okay.
And have them do it, because like I said, you can't be friends with everybody, so it's harder for us to do it. So it's easier if you just have the hostess do it. And if the hostess is wanting a good party, she's going to jump on that. She's going to do it.
Okay.
I mean, and that's something too, like I said, I do 3 drawings, 2 $5 and a $10. Well, if those people haven't used those yet, I have the hostess get a hold of them and say, hey, you've got $5 free money sitting there. You have until such and such date to use it. You might want to hurry up and do it. I'm closing on such and such day. So that makes a difference too, but have the hostess do it, because everybody's different. You have to use different tact with each person. Some people you have to, kind of schmooze a little bit, and other people you can just say, hey, listen, do it. It's just, and the hostess knows her friends, so she's going to know how to take it and how to treat people.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Anybody else?
All right, who else? Questions? Facebook parties, do you know how to get them started? Do you know how to get those? I've heard a lot of that. I don't even know how to get Facebook parties like started. How do I find people to do Facebook parties? Is anybody having issues with that?
How many people do you invite to a Facebook event?
I tell the hostess to invite all she wants.
Have
Because
you seen an issue the more they invite?
no. Okay, so it's kind of like catering and a wedding. You can usually figure 2/3 is kind of what I figured. Like if they invite, I think the last one I did, she invited like 87 people. Well, 60 some of them said they were coming. Well, 30 some ordered. Not everybody's going to order, but they're all going to check it out. Right. And that's something I always try to post too is, okay, you might not have the money to buy right now, but you can help the hostess out by booking your own party and she'll still get the credit, right. So people don't think that route either. Mm-hmm. So that's always an option too.
What do you do for the recruiting portion? Like to get people interested to join your team?
Okay, I'm going to be totally honest. I suck at recruiting. That's like my nemesis. So 2.5 years and I still have no one. So yeah, you can ask Michelle Hartman about that. I suck at it. I hate it. I'm not good at it. And I'm super frustrated with it. So there you go.
But you have recruited before. So
I
she
did get
she's not recruited.
Yeah.
How do you really feel, Sarah?
Yeah, I know, right?
Honestly, love it.
I must run with the wrong circle. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Most of my Tupperware people, my Tupperware clients are North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. So that makes a difference too, I think,
I feel like if Sarah shared as well as she does about how she feels for sales and all of those other fun gifts about the Tupperware business, like
I try.
I work this job around my kids. I work these job around my daycare kids. I think you would recruit just by being honest that way too.
I try. And then they chicken out at me on the last second.
So we need to talk on that one. Michelle, I'm so glad you said that to her.
We've had this conversation before.
Multiple times.
What do you post? Like, what do you do? So you don't get on the, I get that, because trust me, I
don't say it.
I get yelled at. How come she didn't get yelled at? I get yelled at when I say those things.
You can say whatever you want to me. It's fine.
What do you post? What do you post?
I usually post that, if actually I have something that I post, but it's actually in my phone, so I'll post it later, but it's just a little thing that says reasons why to become a Tupperware consultant. And it's kind of a funny little thing. But then I'll also post, whatever the current sign on is, looking for some extra money, bored at home, want to get away from the kids, sick of the husband, get a hold of me. I can help, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'll try to post that later on the event, because I don't know if I posted it yet, but it won't hurt to post it a second time if I did. So.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, what other questions, guys? Think. Again, we'll get her back on sometime, but I can't promise when. Okay, so she went over payments.
Okay.
Yep.
So you said that, that you do your top 10, then like throughout the next week and a half or so, what other things that do you post? I know you said tips and tricks and recipes, and then Thursday was your drinks, but like from there, like what kind of products are you posting? Is it from your kitchen? Is it stock photos? Like what are you doing?
Just random stuff. And it'll, it might be, oh, I decided to cook myself a burger in the micro grill today. Look what I'm eating. It could be, just picture of a product. It might be, maybe I'll have someone message me on Facebook saying, hey, can I buy the, I don't know, quick shaker. And I'll post a picture of the quick shaker going, look what someone just messaged me and wanted to buy. Do you have one? You know, just, I'll be totally honest, it's dumb little stuff, but they like it. You know, it gets their attention. And it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be a lot, because really that Monday through Friday, people are busy. They're not paying attention like they would on the weekends. So that's why I always do, like I said, a good morning or happy whatever day of the week it is in the morning, and then at night do something a little more fun.
Do you find you get more interaction certain times of the day on the weekends and on weekdays?
Saturday nights and then typically Sunday mornings are usually my bigger ones. Friday nights, I usually there's not much interaction. You don't get much from people. But I think people, you know, they've had a long week at work, so they go places and have some fun. But otherwise, Monday nights, people tend to be home more. So that sometimes is a good one too. I know on my VIP page, Monday nights tend to be the nights, but Facebook parties, it's usually the Saturday nights and Sunday mornings.
I actually saw an interesting thing the other day, and I don't remember where I saw it, but Monday through Wednesday, people are more engaged in the evenings to your VIP groups and buying off of Facebook than Thursday and Friday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're more focused on the beginning of the week maybe, and then they're thinking about the weekend on Thursday and Friday. I'm not sure, but.
It could be. Could very well be.
All right. Any other questions? So everybody got the flow down?
And you guys can message me anytime, and I can add you to one of my old parties if you need to too. I know a bunch of you I already did. And to do that, you just need to send me a Facebook friend request and then send me a message and let me know you want me to add you.
Okay, so we got the flow, dating ideas, what she's posting. You guys, and the event will obviously stay there. You just have to go search it. It'll disappear that it's done, but you can just go search it and you can go back and look at her flow, you guys, on that. Any other
So
questions?
I'm confused on the event, because is that the event for tonight's training, or is there another event out there that I'm missing? Because the event for tonight's training doesn't have much in it.
No, it would be one
No.
of my past parties that I did as an event.
Ah, okay. I
No,
will
it would
friend
be
you
one of
and
my past
get hooked
parties
up
that I
that
did
way.
as an
Thank
event.
you.
Yep. And if you want to friend me on Facebook, don't do Josh Avery. It's Sarah Avery, just so you know.
Okay, no other questions, you guys? This is quietest y'all have ever been. What's up with that?
Where's
Can
she
you
live?
explain?
Too much cooking or what?
Where does Sarah live?
North Springs.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You were talking Minnesota.
No,
So-
I do a lot of vendor events too, and a lot of my vendor events are in Albert Lee. So, because that's where I have family. So I get a lot of North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota people.
Just had to see. I thought maybe you're farther west, so sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm right in the middle.
So we can go hang out with her, Heidi. Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, she's too far south. Basically Iowa.
All right, no other questions, you guys? That just means, Sarah, you did a fabulous job of explaining.
Wow, awesome.
I'm just in awe of your Facebook sales. That's incredible.
I know, right? I got 3 pages of notes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What do you do when you have a hostess that doesn't want to participate a whole lot either? I've got one right now and she's hardly posted anything.
Usually I can find someone that has joined the event that I can get to interact, and then I hook onto them.
Okay.
And I honestly kind of start treating them like they're the hostess, and just kind of go from there. Or something else you can do, I've never done it, but something else you can do that I've seen other people do with other parties is get a hold of another consultant and add them to the party and have them help you by interacting. And that will help you.
Okay.
Because then you can get them interacting and they can ask questions to kind of get everybody else going. Because some people just don't want to be that first one to ask.
Right.
Oh, I don't want to comment. I don't want to be the first one. Nobody else has done it. You know, that type of thing. But get a hold of another consultant and say, hey, can I add you to this party so you can help me out by getting people active? And do it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What do you do for like host coaching, and like, do you set that stage that you expect them to participate, or do you give them goals?
I posted on the Heidi's event. It was something that I send out to the hostesses, and I just send it in Messenger. And I'm trying to think what all it says, but it'll say things like, I think it says, comment on on how does it look?
It sets the stage, though. That's yeah.
That's what I do. I said, okay, this is what is expected of you during your party. And I'll send this to them. And it lists like 5 or 6 different things. I can't remember exactly what they say, but I know I had posted it on Heidi's event. I want to say it says stuff like comment on different things, tag friends if you know they'd be interested in things. This is how you'll have a successful party. And I send that to them. And that's pretty much all I do for host coaching.
So are you asking them what they want to earn? Like, do you know what you're gearing towards?
I send them daily what their sales are at. And what I'll do is I'll send them, like the last gal I had, like before we even started her party, she had $500 in sales. Like before we even started the Facebook party. We put the event on, she invited people, and that same day they started ordering. So right away I'm sending her, hey, you're at such and such, start doing your shopping or start working on that wish list, and you're such and such away from this level, and at this level you jump to this, and it gets them excited. But like I said, I try to send daily saying, this is where you're at, this is where you're at, this is where you're at. I don't just rely on them to check on their Tupper Connect like they can. I do it for them. You know, because I know they can go on and see where their sales and stuff are at, but I just do it for them. Like I said, I try to make it as easy as possible, because the easier, like I said, the easier it is, the more they're going to tell their friends, hey, you need to do this. This is awesome.
So what I'm hearing is that person that had $500 in sales, you could have told her about the Tupperware business and recruited her before you started.
I wish I would. No, because she sells Color Street. So she told me that in order for her to sign up, I have to sell Color Street.
So the other thing that I'm hearing, though, is you are connected. You're connected to your hostesses, to the guests, and the interaction is what's keeping this party or building this party.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. And I did find that thing, if you want me to read it, what you send to the guests.
Will you?
It says, tips for a successful Tupperware party. Invite everyone. Personally invite 25 to 35 friends, coworkers, family members. Personally message each person individually to invite them to the party. Number 2, interact with your party guests. Create a welcome post in your party. Number 3, tag your guests on post. The tagging of them on things that you think they would be interested in. Number 4, comment on posts. Try to comment on every post in the group. 5, ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. One of your guests may be wondering the same thing. And number 6, be thankful. Be sure to personally thank each guest for joining your party and let them know, let them all know you will be happy to join their party if they choose to have one as well.
That's a big one too. Because then at the end, when you're trying to find those bookings for the hostess, you know, the hostess will comment, I'll be your first order, you know, and that sometimes helps too. So like I said, the last one, it was 4 Facebook parties off of it. And every single one, she goes, well, you know, I'm going to order because you ordered from mine, you know, so they know that they're guaranteed at least one order at that point. And it makes it a little easier to say yes.
And I want to encourage you, Sarah, and everyone else here.
Back off. No.
She is my MC tonight. I wish I knew she was doing this. You're doing great, Michelle.
I want to encourage you guys all not to turn away from the party right now, because you may think that people are not spending money because of what's going on, but they are. We have seen on our team more sales in the last 2 weeks from virtual or Facebook parties than in a long time. So don't let that deter. There may be less people buying, but I'm seeing some people buying a lot more stuff because they're cooking in their kitchens 3 meals a day.
Yes, people have money to spend, you guys, but they're being more wise on where they're spending it. It's usually those things that are saving them money, right? Saving their foods, helping with contamination. What do our products do? If you guys didn't read that article that I put in Shazam, read that article, okay? Because that's huge.
That video from the doctor?
No,
That
it's
you
not a
posted?
video.
Oh, you did a video from a doctor too that you
Yeah.
posted. That
Yeah.
was good too.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
one from Canada, I think, is what you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, how early do you start your event before you actually post that first Saturday?
It depends on the hostess. Some of them, I'll say, hey, I'll ask them actually, most of them, how soon do you want me to post, to create your event? Some of them will say, oh, can you give me just a day or two? Some will say, hey, can you do 3 or 4 days ahead of time? That way it gives me time to get things organized, which I'm not.
How long does Facebook give you to have? Because if you're doing 2 weeks, there's only a certain amount of time, right?
You can set a start and an end date.
Mm-hmm. So do you do that?
Yeah, so no, you don't have to worry about it at that point. If
You
you
can
have
only do 2 weeks, but you can post before it actually starts and after it ends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The minute your close date stops, you have to go back and look for your event.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
So then when someone shows that they're interested in the party, are you just sending them a message? How are you getting them to say yes to the party?
To having a party,
Yeah.
I start sending them messages and harassing them.
Okay.
And that's when I blow up their personal messenger with, this is what you can earn. This is how easy it is. This is what I need from you. And that usually pushes them over the edge to say yes.
Okay.
So do you have like a time when you do like a live?
I don't do live.
Well, not like a live video, but like a live time, like a night where because like I'll have like a party open, and then I'll have like a specific night where I hop on and do like more posts or whatever. Do you do?
No. That would be my Michelle, don't laugh at me. I can see you laughing.
Angie, meet Sarah. Sarah, meet Angie. Angie is rocking the Facebook party this month. Over $3,000 in Facebook party sales too. So
yeah, I don't do the live thing. I don't go live. I don't do any of that. I blow up their Facebook the first Sunday. I blow up their phones with posts like every hour. And that usually, that's my big day.
Okay. Because I've been kind of doing I'll set it up to have like a Wednesday evening. We're gonna have everybody hop on, and I do a little bit more kind of in a condensed 30-minute time frame. But I'm just trying to get some different ideas and change it up a little.
Yep. No, absolutely. No, that's out of my comfort zone.
We're gonna work on it.
We're working on it. Uh-oh, now there's like 2 of us.
Uh-oh.
And then can you explain the pop the bubble game a little bit better?
Okay, so pop the bubble game. So for every $100 in sales, you pop a bubble. So it kind of builds the party sales. So then what I'll say, we're at $287 in sales. So I will post 2 bubbles popped, and then I will post above it, hey, we're only such and such amount away from popping that $300 bubble. Remember what happens when we pop that $300 bubble. Our gift at the end of the party goes up, or it gets bigger, is what I say. I do every bubble is a $5 increment. Some people do kind of like the fill the bowl where they, you know, add another small gift each time.
Right.
But like I said, by the time you get to that $1,000 party, you know, you're not too upset about giving away a nicer gift, you know, to whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the pop the bubble, I tend to try and do with the people that don't live near me, because it's hard to, you know, get the prizes to them where you can just have that
Right.
shipped.
Right. That's why I kind of like that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Any other questions?
I'll be friending you, Sarah Avery. And you can
Okay, sister.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Oh, you've only, yeah, you have no idea. Yeah.
Honey, I ran a golf course and worked with men for like 20 years.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Michelle Case knows me. She knows. I've been very well behaved tonight. Let me tell you.
You're doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. So if there's no other questions, let's give Sarah a big round of applause. Yay.
Thank you.
You are so beyond
Thank
welcome.
you.
No,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I will go ahead and in the morning, I will get this uploaded to YouTube and we'll send it out. So you will be famous.
Oh,
Sarah.
yay.
And that will really
so
stretch your
excited.
comfort zone.
No,
So then
no.
going
Yeah,
live will be
before.
super easy.
I held it back.
Yes. Seriously, thank you so much.
No
Greatly
problem.
appreciated, you guys. And again, thank you to everybody who took their time out of their schedules tonight. You know, I know you had many places to be, and and we all came together.
Thank you, Sarah. We're doing
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.